there. Welcome to Within Living's YouTube channel. My name is Lois, and I'm so happy that you're here. I want to thank you for coming. So here at Within Living, whether it's here on my YouTube channel or on my blog at withinliving.com or any of my written content you might find around anywhere, all of our conversations are going to be focused towards spirituality, but with a specific focus on consciousness. And when I say consciousness, I'm talking about the superconscious mind, the infinite, if you will, infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom, infinite knowledge, the source, who some of us call source, some of us call God, some of us call the Holy Spirit, some of us call the Christ. So it doesn't matter what we call it. Some of us even call it the universe, and that's fine, because it cannot be changed based on what we call it. It has identified itself as I am. It is known by naming itself as I am, because I am is existence, and everything you and I and everything in existence exist and are a part of I am. And I am is the consciousness. I am makes us consciously aware of who we are, what we are, everything, right? Without the presence of I am, you wouldn't even be aware that you exist, right? So you or I wouldn't. So this is the focus of our conversations here. But always with even a deeper focus. I'm always going to bring you thought-provoking content to encourage you to look below the surface. Don't take my word for it or anybody else's word for it, okay? I've been sent to bring a message to you. I bring that to you, but from the point of view of you taking it, going back within. Go back within, ask the questions. The source of existence, this I am, dwells at the depths of your being. It is the very essence of your life. So you go back, ask the questions. And when you ask the questions, the answers are going to come. And then you're going to know for yourself. It's going to be your own, personally revealed truth. And then you know that you know that you know. And in knowing that truth will become transformative to you. So I bring all my content to you from that perspective. I'm really happy that you're here. And if this content resonates with you, go right ahead and subscribe. Right there, go ahead, subscribe, hit the ring bell button, right? So you'll notified each time I upload a new video, usually on Sundays. And I love your comments. I really do love your comments. And I feel that for me, in my purpose, or my divine purpose in this work, I have been sent to bring this message. And in so doing, I've been sent to serve you. And as a part of that, I am very convinced and very comfortable with the fact that I am to respond to you, okay? So when you put a comment in there, I'm not just going to give you just a thumbs up. I'm going to give you a response that comes from the depths of my being. I'm going to respond to you individually. And I'm going to only be able to do this while we're growing. I mean, when we get so big, I don't know how that will roll out. But at the moment, this is what we're doing. So anyway, thanks again for being here. Today, I want to talk to you I want to have a conversation about, and I think I'm going to title it, see, I never know what I'm talking about until I start talking. I just trust the source of me to bring it out. So I think I want to title this message, No Separation in Divine Mind. And I want to talk about that topic, but I think that's what the title will be. There's no separation in divine mind. Okay, so what do you think about that? Let me stop here and ask you, what do you think about that? Do you think that you're separated from the source of you? Do you think that you have to reach out to connect to the source of you? Do you think that when the source of you looks at you, it sees you incomplete? It sees all your quote unquote failures, all your shortcomings, all your mess ups. Do you think that the things you desire or the things you want are separate and apart from you? Just what do you think about the divine mind and how all that could work in the divine mind? And I think not to all of those. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So just think about what I'm saying, okay? Go back, contemplate it, take it back to the source of you, question it. I can validate it with the law, but I want you to do the work for yourself, that you prove it for yourself, okay? So when God said creation is complete, creation was just that. Everything, there's nothing new under the sun, okay? Mankind going to the moon or going to Mars or wherever we're going, or all the technology that we're developing, it is not new. It is not new. It has been from the foundation, the beginning of time, whenever that was, because the source always was. There's no beginning and there's no end to the source. The source is the beginning and the end. And the source is immortal and eternal. So what is eternal? It's eternity is past, 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 past. Present, 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 present. Future, 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 future. And future and past are not even absolutely accurate in divine mind. Because you see, those are human constructs. And I would like for you to really understand this if you don't already understand it. Time and space is not a real thing in the spirit world. To quote the source, God, or to the true you, the subconscious mind, the soul of you, the spirit of you. Time and source are irrelevant. They're not restricted by time and space. Time and space are irrelevant. They're not restricted by time and space, because the source of you, the essence of you, the very nature of you, the isness of you, the life existence of you, it doesn't know time nor space. It just doesn't. Time and space are human constructs. And there are things that humanity, God, the infinite intelligence, the Father aspect of us, the higher aspect of us, who manifested itself into the souls to have created the many souls that we are that are occupying these bodies. It allowed mankind to have the intelligence, the wisdom, because it is. God doesn't have intelligence. God doesn't have wisdom. God doesn't have knowledge. God doesn't have power. God doesn't have wealth. God doesn't have riches and resources. God just is. God is. God is all of it. God itself is all of it. So even in thinking of that, when you think of that and you think of the things you might have been desiring, I'm going to do another video on that one time, sometime down the road. But don't focus so much on quote unquote the thing, right? Think more of the power behind the thing, who is the God, who is God. And when you think about it that way, you'll bring the thing to you much more easily. But anyway, going back to what I'm saying. So since God doesn't have anything, God is everything. Everything exists in God. Everything is God. And God only sees everything as a part of the whole, as a part of itself, which means God sees everything in absolute perfection. I mean, absolute perfection. When God sees you, God doesn't see all those things that you're carrying the guilt and the blame for. Yes, God is aware that, yeah, those things happen to you, but to God, they were an experience. And if you choose to identify with the experience that that's who you are, then God will accept that choice. That is your choice of who you are. But God sees you knowing, yeah, that's who you've chosen to be, but that's not who I made you to be. Because you see, I made you to be in the very image and the likeness of me. And which means that you're absolutely perfect. You're whole, you're complete, you're loved, you're adored, you're provided for, you're already wealthy, you're already healed, you're already whole, you're already perfectly loved and adored, not only by God, but by the mate you're looking for. You already have the home you want. You already have the car you want. You already have the money you want. You already have the family you want. You already have everything you want because God sees everything in the whole, because God is everything. Okay? So, because there is no separation then in divine mind, and you are a part of the divine mind, you're not separate from God. Oh, please, 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 please. Please stop thinking and try to change your perspective, your thoughts about being separate and apart from God, because you're not. You're just not. You never have been. You're never going to be being. You're not. You're a part of God. You're a part of the whole. Okay? And God sees you as the whole. Therefore, try to begin, and this is an exercise I want you to do this week. So, try to begin imagining, and I'm saying imagining because those are those thoughts. You can't turn those things off. You can train them, but you can't completely shut them down. Start imagining, and your imagination, by the way, is God. Yes, your imagination is God, because your imagination is your thoughts, it's your energy, it's your mind being impressed upon the infinite source of you. You could not have the thought if it did not come through God to come to your mind. It had to come through God to come into your mind. Don't you see you're animated by God in every area? So when you understand that, then understand that your imagination, the thoughts you are thinking, that's why the thoughts become the things. The saying we have that we say, as you think, so you become. That's the law, actually. You're impressing God. God becomes to you in the physical world. So start trying to entertain the idea of I'm one with God. I'm not only one with God, but no, I wanted that job. Well, the job is not over there that I'm trying to get. I have that job here and now. I have that job. I'm in that job right here. I'm in that job right now. I have that job right now. Because in truth, I'm not saying reality outward. I'm talking about in the invisible world. In truth, you already have that job. That job, you are already in that job. You could not have desired to be in that job if you did not have it. It's already an infinite intelligence inside of you. No, you haven't experienced it physically yet. But you will experience it physically if you just shift the thinking to understand that inside of me, I already have this job. I am in God. So you want that relationship. Stop thinking, oh, I have to work it up to get to that relationship. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go to catch him or to catch her? You don't need to catch him or to catch her. If you desire him or her, you already have them. You could not have desired them if they didn't desire you. Oh, I love this part. You just could not have desired he or she unless they desired you. Okay? They may not have desired you, the physical form of you, knowing what the physical form looked like, but they desired the soul of you. Their soul desired you. That's why your soul is desiring them. So you just start being one, seeing and understanding that you're one. When you understand that there is then no separation in divine mind, and I want to shift the conversation here a little bit. Okay, so we've all heard of mental telepathy. Yes, I think maybe most of us have. I became aware of telepathy as a young person, and I had certain kind of experiences. I've been having experiences since I was a kid. But in any case, coming up into Christianity thing, so we weren't allowed to entertain that because that was considered like the real evil. Okay? Very un-Christ-like, ungodlike. But in truth, that's again, is just religion. I'm not pointing any fingers, no opinions on that. I'm just talking about the truth that's been revealed to me, and I'm sharing that with you. Take it for what it's worth to you. Doesn't resonate with you, no worries. Cut it off, put it on the back burner, and keep moving. Okay, but in life, each and every one of us, if we will be truly honest with the source of us, we've had an experience where someone would come across our mind, or we might have had a desire to hear from someone we haven't heard from in a long time, or to reconcile a situation with a person that, you know, has been a little bothersome to us. And then out the blue, out of nowhere, this person contacts us and say, you know, you've been on my mind. Or I was going along and I just felt compelled I had to call you, or I had to write to you, or whatever form of text you, or whatever form of contact they contacted. So think about your life. Have you had an experience like that? I'm sure you have. If you're going to tell the truth, I know you have. You might not have been conscious of it at the moment, right? But if you don't remember having it, the subconscious mind holds everything you have ever experienced from the moment of conception. Actually, before conception, okay? So if you don't remember, go within, ask yourself, your higher self, the subconscious mind, the God of you, to bring back to your recollection, any such experience that you might have had, and remind you of what that was. And so when you remember this experience, I want to let you know that that was mental telepathy. That just was mental telepathy. And what mental telepathy is, or how it really works, without getting into the science and the weed and the nuances of it, in a very simple, basic way, is there is one mind. There is no separation in the mind of the source. We are all a part of the one consciousness. We are all a part, an integral part of the mind. Okay, the mind of the source, which is the source itself. So when let's say I am here and I wanted to communicate with you, specifically you, and I go within myself knowing that I am one with God. And because I am one with God, and I am aware, and I do believe that there's no separation in the divine mind of God that is within me, I also know and understand that the same source that is within me, who is God, is the same source who is within you, who is the same God. So I can go within myself then, and I can speak to you because you are in me. You're not separate from me. You're not. Your physical body is. You are the same me. You and I are the one. You are me pushed out. I am you pushed out. I am just you reflected in a different body. You are just me reflected in a different body. We're the one in God. So I can go to God, go within me to the God in me, and I can speak to you. And whatever it is that I speak to you, and I ask the God in me to bring forth this information to you, the God in me, it instantaneously, right? Because everything is instantaneously. Remember, we're dealing with the supernatural. We're not talking about the physical world here, people. We're talking about the supernatural, okay, or what they call the 5D, okay? So instantaneously, what the message I'm saying to you, as I'm saying it to you, it is instantaneously being submitted in the depths of your subconscious mind, your unique I, your unique isness, your source of life, your subconscious mind. You might not be consciously aware of it at the moment up here, upstairs, in the logical, but in the subconscious, in the God of you, it is there instantaneously. Now, if I don't doubt that my message is being transmitted to you, and I don't doubt that you're hearing it and you're understanding it and you're responding to me, then here's what happened. The God in me then will begin to awaken in you the realization that all of a sudden you have an idea and you're thinking, oh, I haven't heard from Lois in a long time. I wonder how she's doing. And it comes to you as a thought, as an idea. And you think that it is just your original thought, which it is to you uniquely. But it is the God of you animating it to tell you, here is Lois. You need to call Lois now. Or here's a thought you're having toward Lois. Okay? Do you understand that? I hope you do, because if you understand mental telepathy, you'll also understand why manifestations are instantaneous. You'll also understand why nothing in this world can ever be impossible to you if you believe. At the end of the day, the bottom line is, what do you believe? I bring all this content to you to help you to understand how incredibly magnificently made you are. Just how wonderful you are, how powerful you are, to help you to solidify your faith, to believe, not just believe in God, but believe in you, because this is all inside of you. Because once you can grasp this, and you can accept who you truly are as your truth, that you're so loved and adored, that you're so one with God, there is no separation from you. The money is not separate from you. It is not, because guess what? I had to learn this. God revealed this to me at a point in time when I was just with the money thing. It's not the money. It's not the money. What would happen, do you think, in the world if all the money in the universe, all the currencies just dried up overnight? You think we would all go bankrupt? I wouldn't. How about you? I wouldn't. No, because it's not the money. The money without you is just a piece of paper. Get that? That dollar without you, that pound, that peso, whatever it is, without you, is just a piece of paper. It has no power. You are the energy. Money does have energy, but it needs you to give it the energy. Because without your energy, money cannot expand. And if money doesn't expand, it's going to wither away. Money must have you. You don't have to have it, because you can get all your needs met without having a dollar in your pocket. And let me tell you, I don't want to get into some details of my life, but I bear witness to that. I have actually lived in circumstances like that, where the money was like not visible. But God took care of everything for me anyway. I know what that is like, so I'm talking to you from personal experience. It's not the money. Start looking inside of yourself and seeing and understanding there's no separation between me and my abundance. I am the abundance. I am the abundance. There's no separation between me and my riches and my wealth. I am it. I am the energy. I am the power. I am the source of my own wealth. There's no separation between me and the one that I love, because I am the love that they have to have. I am it. I am it. Because you see, when we're seeing ourselves through the eyes of separation, we see ourselves through the eyes of division. And God is not divisive. Yeah, I know they teach us a lot about being, our own little boxes, and the people on the right side of the track and the wrong side of the track, and those that are and those that are. Those are all man-made. They're not of the source of you. No, my friend, they're not of the source of you. God loves you so much. If I could just get you to really grasp how much you are loved, how much you are adored by your source, how much you are cared for, how much you have been provided for. And then start having that unwavering confidence in yourself that you already are all that. Your life would turn around just like that. So again, there's no separation in divine mind. There's one God, one Lord, one Spirit. There's not three that are into one. No, there's not three. There is one. There is one God. One God. And that God manifested itself into the zillions of souls that it wanted to. It duplicated itself, if you will, and made them bodies, and those souls together with the God, the one God, made up, quote unquote, the Godhead, who we call the Father. This is the Father, the one source, having its human experience through you and I, having made the physical bodies and breathing the breath of life with his, putting the souls into those boxes or vessels called the flesh. There's no separation. You're loved and adored. Everything you desire and want is already within you. You're already whole. You're already perfect. You're already complete. You're already enlightened. You have already ascended because you are one with the Father. And your work here is, I made a mistake in a video going back. I talked about the word sin. We have sinned. The word sin means to miss the mark. It don't mean a sentence to Hades back there. It means I have missed the mark, or I have missed living in harmony with the incredible being that God made me to be. That's what it means. So then the word metanoia, that's repentance. A radical change. And that's what your spiritual awakening is about. Your spiritual awakening is awakened to recognize there's no separation in the divine mind. So there should be no separation in you. And whatever those things that happened before you were awakened, when you were living out of the egoic self, that we call mistakes or whatever, don't dwell on them. Don't keep looking back on them, because if you look back on them, you're going to duplicate them. Wherever you put your energy, it must multiply. So acknowledge, yeah, that was that, but that's not who I am. And as you recognize an area that you are not living up to your highest self in, then your job now is to come back and harmonize with it. No. There is no separation in divine mind. I have never been separated from God. I have never been separated from the love of God. I have never been separated from my abundance. I can't never ever be in lack. There is no lack, because I am the source of infinite abundance. No, I am not separated from my love, because I am with my love, and my love is within me. My love and I are already one in the very source of me. And as you align and harmonize with this, then all those things that you are affirming, they're going to have to show up. The only thing that stops them from being your life experience at the moment is because you don't believe them. And the way you believe them is you change your belief by changing your affirmation. Changing your affirmation, by the way, they're just thoughts, changing your thoughts, okay? Affirmation does not really have to be a ritual. It's every time the mind comes up and it says, well, you know, yada, 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 that is contrary to the true divine nature of God and who you are in God. You say, oh, no, you don't. No. This is who I am. This is who I am in God. My needs are already met. I don't care what you see in the cupboard. What you go ahead and see what you see in the cupboard. I don't see that. I see abundance. I am abundant. My cupboard is so full, it's overflowing. Oh, my love. Oh, my love is thinking about me now. Don't you know that my love is feeling me right now? Don't you know my love is thinking about me right now? That job, you know they can't hire anybody else for that job but me. I already have that job. I'm already in that job. No separation. Okay. 30 minutes. I'm going to keep this one short. Okay, so I hope this helped you, okay? And until next time, you know what I'm going to say, right? If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right there. Hit the ring bell button so you'll be notified. Go to my blog. And by the way, go ahead. Look in the description box. If you look in my description box going forward from here, you'll always find a total transcript of this entire conversation, right? Line by line by line. You'll also find all the services that I offer there. They're in my description box. But go ahead and subscribe. Keep sending those comments coming in, right? I love them. And I love all of you. And I am sending love, unconditional love to you. I'm giving it to you. The more I give it to you, the more I feel filled up, okay? So I'm just giving it to you. I'm saying take it. Get filled up your own self with it. And you go give it to somebody else. Just think, if each of us would just start giving this unconditional love wherever you go, give a compliment, give love, just give your love out. You received it freely, give it freely. Don't you know you're actually making an impact in the world? Don't you know you're changing the world? Because you are. And that's what our spiritual awakening is about. So let's do it, okay? Hope this, no, I don't hope it. I intended that this video brings you a message, so I know you were blessed by it. And I appreciate you being here, and I'm very grateful for the privilege of bringing it to you. It truly is an honor, and I'm loving doing it. So until next time, remember, we're only one love. There's one and only one love, one God. I'm telling you, one God, one source, one life, and we're all in this one thing called love, called the source, called God. We're all a part of this one consciousness. So until next time, peace. And bye-bye for now. I'll see you next Sunday.